Hello! Welcome back to Let's Play Murdered Soul Suspect. When last we left, we were at the Judgment House. We found that Baxter had been killed by somebody. Gee, I wonder who. And that Abigail, the little ghost girl that told us about how ghosts work, is behind everything because she's a puritanical psychopath who wants to kill all witches and thinks that, being able to talk to ghosts means you obviously made a deal with the devil and you are therefore a ghost that needs to be destroyed. I mean, I really wonder how many times she killed someone and saw their ghost go up into the light, and there we go. Yep. Oh, look. Heaven just accepted that witch you killed. I bet that really makes you annoyed, doesn't it? And now, after all that time trying to find the eternal flame, I am lost in the streets of Salem again, and I probably should have started this video.
I love how everything's walkable in this town.
Ugh.
What about those cameras, like in England? Love how everything's walkable in this town.
You have no idea what's going on, do you? Okay. It's that way. Now, we got close to it by accident a couple of times, so this shouldn't be difficult. Oh, I'm going closer to a waypoint. Okay. And this waypoint is going to take me to a ghost wall. So I'm going to have to go around it somehow. This is the Judgment House. That won't work. Okay. Also, side note, never trust yourself when you say, well, I possessed that cat. I got both of those. Don't trust yourself. You obviously do not know what you're talking about. Check it again. And this is a dead end, at least for ghosts. And it's not something I can remove. That's something I can remove, but oh well. That looks like something I did remove. Okay. Am I on the other What is this?
Those street brawls. It's amazing I lived as long as I did.
Well, we found another... It's crazy how often someone picked a fight with me from early on, trying to put me in my place at first, then trying to prove something with their failed attempts to beat me down. Didn't anyone ever tell them you never poke the sleeping bear? You had something of a high opinion of yourself. Okay. There's a thing over here too. We're picking up collectibles. A grace cause of victim died of massive blunt trauma when the bookshelf in her shop collapsed on top of her. Oh, there's something over here. Family of 3. Family is what you're given and also what you make it. Had such a lovely dinner with Rex and Ronan, the 2 men in my life. What are the chances that these two guys are going to be the best of friends like brothers? They can really be themselves around each other. I get to see a different side of each of them. I'm so grateful. Wow, there's a lot of those. And is this another collectible? Doesn't look like it. Okay, this way to street. Can't get in there. It looks like something that's been removed. I probably removed it at some point. I think I can remove you. You're shaking. Can I remove you? Maybe from the other side? Fudge. Okay, so this route did not get me around. Maybe this route... No, this is where I came from. There is another collectible here, though. Cause of death was burn, shock, kerosene from an oil lamp, covered front of clothing, hands and face like a large spill, then ignited in a nearby flame. Okay. There's a playground. Can I go out this way? There was a cat. Okay. Now I'm just back to my original problem. You're shaking so much. Now I'm just on the other side. I feel like I should be able to remove you. Okay. If I come out this way... Oh, that's just the square again. Ah. How do I get around this thing? I did at some point. Is there an exit in here I'm not seeing? As far as I can tell... Oh, there might be. Yeah, there is. I'm an idiot. This is the ghost crashed car. This is the gas station. And the Salem History Museum.
No one deserves to be murdered. And when the psycho trying to kill someone pretends there's some grand justice behind it, that just makes it all the more twisted.
Okay. Somebody just busted the way in here, and there are now these things all over the place. Okay, gotta be careful. You can't really save here, it just does the checkpoints. Which has really made it inconvenient for things.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
And I forget,
No,
this is a
not
quick
you,
time
Harrison.
event.
This has nothing to do with her, Abigail.
Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess.
Just like you have.
Don't you dare compare me to her!
Easy, easy. Put your hands up!
Help!
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up. Stop what you're doing. Hands up. Do it now.
Abigail, stop!
Rex, you piece of shit. What are you doing? Not now. This was you.
Want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
Oh shit. Joy screen.
It's over, Abigail.
I forget how to
Joy!
Oh no. I forget how to do this. Okay, so that's fun. Okay, we can possess Joy, that's what we can do.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
Can we skip this?
No, not you, Rex.
Yeah, we can. Down to 15 seconds. Okay. Can I
It's over, Abigail.
How can I stop? Can I possess him?
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sins!
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me? Two can play at that game.
Remember, it's not your fault.
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine. Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
I didn't use the same killer for every murder.
Baxter.
And you. Oops. I let
Why
him
did you kill
spoil it
Baxter?
there, but it's pretty obvious.
I
at this
eventually
point.
kill all the killers I use. Especially the ones who get close to the truth.
Because I kill, yeah.
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
This is why Sophia was scared of you. And this is why...
No. I wouldn't...
Iris and Rose told you, remember it's not your fault.
No. No, I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her.
Yep, keep taking a step back, Abigail. Okay,
If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
Oh, I was worried about another quick time event there. You want to think fanaticism like that is a fantasy, and then unfortunately real world shows you wrong. That kind of stuff is all over the place right now. I mean, she was literally summoning demons and still believed herself to have a righteous cause.
We all got a dark side, sometimes obvious, sometimes not. If we're lucky, we keep our dark side hidden. By law, Rex was a killer. But the law doesn't always see the truth. Fortunately, Joy did. And she would never press charges. She might even help Rex cover his tracks. One thing's for certain. She's a better person than I was at that age. A kid who deserves forgiveness. She's paid her dues. And committing a few small crimes, searching for your mom, well, even the coldest cops would forgive those.
Mom!
Hasn't been a Bell killer murder since the night Abigail met her final end. But the case never officially closed. But memories fade,
Too many
time
buts.
heals. With luck, Salem will move on and find peace. Death repays debts, my father always said. Forever I believe that. But truth be told, this life ain't over until you're honest about what you owe. Set everything right. Settle your debts. Only then can you move on.
Oh, is there another step to this?
Ronan?
Well, so that's Murdered Soul Suspect. I'm not entirely sure. Well, we do hear Ronan at Ronan's wife at the end, and I can't remember her name off the top of my head, sadly. But I'm not entirely sure we got the good ending. I think we did. I don't know if there is a different ending, actually. I don't know if this is one with variable endings. You had to get close enough to Abigail to get the it says, how can I stop Abigail? And the answer is just the really simple run up to her and push a button. But that question popping up makes you hesitate. It's like, oh, what do I do? And I was thinking that there was some complex quick time event that I would have to do. But no, it's just from that point, from the point you get up to her and push the button, it's scripted. And you don't do anything. It's you're watching a cutscene. It's a very interesting story. I like the twist. I mean, you see it coming from a mile away, but it's really still very fun and interesting. I am not entirely sure where I'm going to go after this. I'm going to have to do another spooky type game. I have a couple ideas of what I want to do. We'll see where that goes. But this was a pretty good game. This makes twice I've played through it. And also I'm using OBS now, so I shouldn't have any problem with playing Unavowed. I have another couple spooky-ish games I could do. There's Bloodlines. There's Bloodstained. Not entirely sure what else I could do. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, I enjoyed this. It's not the best game in forever. It's not really a role-playing game. You don't have experience. You don't develop new powers or buy new things. You get new powers as the plot demands it. So some people might think it's kind of role-playing game-ish. It's more of a quick time event adventure game. So it's not point and click adventure. It's a little bit like LA Noire in that regard. It's a much shorter game and much easier to get out than some other games. It's very atmospheric. I get frustrated because with getting lost in the town, as you can tell. The ghost stories you run across for the artifacts are interesting and flavorful, and I think I got them all finally. I don't think I've ever gotten them all before. I haven't, of course, I only got one of the Ghost Girl graffiti things this time. I had forgotten they existed until we stumbled on one. And I don't think there's going to be a way for me to go back in and get them again at this point without playing the game all over again, and I'm not entirely sure I want to do that. I'm sure there's places online where you can go and look at them. I do definitely encourage people to look at it. I mean, if you've watched this, you've been totally spoiled and you know the puzzles and all that. Though, really, the only thing that massively annoys me, because getting lost in town doesn't really, it's frustration I have with myself. The only thing that really frustrates me about this game is the demons. Oh my goodness, I do not like that. That is not fun gameplay. That is just padding, and it's just sitting there waiting and then doing a quick time event. I don't like gameplay that can be ruined by typo, basically. And it's repetitive. It's not particularly challenging. It's just watch them, wait till their back is turned, use the ravens to distract them and get them to turn their back and move into a position that's easier to attack. Watch out for when there's multiples. You know, it's not fun. It didn't add to the game. It actively detracted from my enjoyment of the game. Whenever demons came up, it just like made me roll my eyes and grumble. The hands were a much more interesting block than the demons were, because they made you have to find. If they had done more of the hell mouths, the little hellhole things, and used those in puzzles more often, would have been much more interesting than using the demons. I guess they wanted something to actively be an active threat, but I would have much preferred to be a straight puzzle game than to have those demon sections. And I gotta say, the checkpoint system made recording it a little bit inconvenient, because I had to make sure I got to a place where it checkpointed me when I left, so that when I came back I didn't find myself replaying some content. On the other hand, that gave me chances to move on and to reduce things a couple of times, but still wasn't my preferred there. I still really like this game. I really like the story. The poser-esque DAZ 3D style renderings are kind of indicative of the early aughts, basically. This one's a pretty well done representation of that animation style, so it's not terrible. And I think we've gone through all the credits. I think we might be repeating them at this point. On the other hand, yeah, we've got. I think these are backers or playtesters. I'm not entirely certain. This game, I think my instinct is to say this game came out before Kickstarter. No, wait. Maybe yes, maybe no. I played this game first time when I was in Japan, but that was in 2012. When did this game come out? Release date June 3rd. Yeah, that's the announcement of it. Most criticisms focused on the short length, lack of replay value, poor combat, and lack of difficulty. I don't mind lack of difficulty. Lack of replay is an issue because it is just a linear, straight story. Short length does not bother me. This game was just as long as it needed to be. Poor combat, I will agree with. The combat is really annoying. But when did it release? 2014. So yeah, Kickstarter was a thing. Anyway, pretty sure we've wrapped around on the credits now. So, game. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I guess we haven't wrapped around on the credits at all. It's not going to let me move on until it shows me the entire credits. Oh, that's just lovely. Okay. At least I know I'll get all the credits this way. And you, for a moment, got to see my completely unadorned background on this computer. I'll probably have to edit that out a little bit, actually, so you won't get to see it. You'll just see some black screens where I tabbed out and on accident and I tabbed back in. Depends on what's on the screen with the blue. I've already edited out one such instance of that. Main cast. The voice actors are way at the bottom. Travis Willingham played Rex. Interesting. Anybody else from Critical Role here? I did not catch that that was let me see if I can do anything. It looks like no. I did not catch that was Travis Willingham. Interesting. Laura Bailey did some voices? Okay. I'm wondering if I missed somebody else while I was earlier. Sam Riegel did voices. Did not see. Tara Platt. There are a couple names I recognize there. Let's see. There are stunt actors. This wasn't. Oh, so this was mocap rather than the poser thing. Interesting. So I was wrong about that. Uh-huh. Main casts. Travis Willingham. Yep. Oh, here comes the legal stuff, so we're getting close to the end here. Steve Braun. Let's see. Laura Bailey. Yep. Yuri Lowenthal. Okay. I did not catch any of those. Those are people whose I'm kind of vaguely familiar with from stuff they do like on Tabletop and Geek and Sundry and Critical Role and stuff. I did not catch their voices. Okay. Okay. Oh, from here I get to run a D&D game. We're still waiting for the credits to run out though. I mean, I could have stopped the recording again, but I like to give the credits out there for the game so you know who built it and you know what studios to credit for this idea. And this is a really good idea. And again, a lot of the complaints that were in that thing, this game is as long as it needs to be. And it did get praise for its original concept and its plot. This game is as long as it needs to be. It doesn't need to be any more difficult. Replay value is an issue, but it is still really fun to play once. There's no multiple paths. It's just flat, straight out one path. So there is no good ending, bad ending, I guess. The only bad thing is the combat. And I kind of wish they had given us a map of the town, not the individual locations in the town, but a map of the town, so we could tell where we were at the moment and where we needed to be. But anyway, that's it for this. We are going to quit, and I'm going to stop the stream. It's not a stream. Stop the recording. Talk to you later. Bye.